Yo. Welcome to episode 2, the 365 Banter Bros, Africa.
Good to see you,
How
bro.
you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm Tony.
I'm Rex. We're here to talk a little football, talk about Africa and players in the league and the impacts they're having, talk about some historical talent from the continent that has had positive impacts on the NFL.
Absolutely.
But before we get to that, how have you been, my brother? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I know, man. I've just been trying to wrap up the year. You know, Christmas is around the corner, New Year around the corner.
Any plans?
Trying to go to the motherland.
Trying to or going?
I'm going.
All right.
So I'll be there. And next week till end of the first week of January. So
Dirty December.
Something like that. Hey. What you been up to?
Well, I just got back from Ghana like a couple of weeks ago.
All right.
Ghana is awesome. It's fun. I got this really cool hat. That's the flag. Red is for the blood that was shed to get our independence. Gold is for mineral natural resources, and green is for our forest regions and stuff. The black star is the hope of Africa. If you didn't know, you learned something today.
Now you know. Yeah.
Anyway, so
yes, sir.
We are about to go into week 16 in the NFL. Anyway, one story before we get there.
It's been a rough year.
So when I was in Ghana,
yeah.
I went to this place with one of our friends, Kof. You know, Kof,
yeah. Shout out to Kof. Shout out to Kof.
Went to this place called Exhale in East Legon.
Okay.
And as we're there hanging out, I see this couple come in, and gentleman and a lady, and they're wearing Super Eagles jerseys. One's wearing a Cunningham, and one's wearing, I think, a McNabb jersey.
Throwback quarterbacks, like real fans.
Yeah, and I'm talking stitched in numbers. Like these are legit expensive,
the genuine ones.
So remember our last episode, we talked about how the Eagles have kind of adopted Ghana as their country. So I see them like, these must be
Yeah.
representing the Eagles for Ghana and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I should go say what's up since we're trying to run this African NFL podcast and just pick their brain a little bit. So I go there and the gentleman is talking to somebody else. So I go to the lady, I'm like, hey, I see your Eagles gear. Are you part of like the NFL Eagles Ghana connection?
Yeah.
And she goes, Omo, Oga, these are Nigeria. This not the Eagles, that these are Super Eagles. If you don't know,
the
God, Super Eagles is the national soccer team of Nigeria. They were just Nigerians, just saw some green shit that was fly and they got it.
It fit the rhetoric. Instead of getting like Femi Martins or JJ Okocha,
like I had to leave on an awkward. They'll just be like, nice
cool.
To see you. Just like my brain was spinning. I was like, what the hell? But anyway, that was my experience.
Good thing the Eagles are doing well now.
The Eagles are balling. They have 11 in a row.
Shout out to Saquon. He's putting up legendary numbers.
He's doing it. Yeah. So how are you feeling about week 16? We're going into week 16. How was week 15? How are the Colts in week 15?
Bruh. I don't even know this. This is the first time I have no clue where the organization is going. Yeah, bro. I'm just watching this.
Nah, you have a quarter. I still believe you have a quarterback.
Yeah, but
you have a running back.
A quarterback.
You have receivers.
I agree. We do have those, but
you got weapons. They'll come together.
From the top down, I don't trust it. That's the problem. And like for them to succeed, the top, there has to be a culture established. That's like a winning culture, like a vision. Man, I don't see it.
Yeah, but to establish a winning culture, you have to win. Like no matter who is coming in, you have to actually win to establish a winning culture.
And that's the problem.
So if you drop games like you did last week,
I don't even want to talk about that. That's not gonna work. I don't want to talk about that. But even like the current roster, the only player on our team now that has some sense of an idea of what winning looks like is DeForest Buckner. All those players that at one time were winning are no longer on the team. So the GM and the owner needs to figure something out. I know the Colts fans are really pissed.
I'm sure.
I'm a little bit of the older. So like during game day, I'll be mad, but afterwards I'm like, hey, let's see what you do.
It's so funny because this is something that you enjoyed for a long time that I never could relate or understand was a franchise quarterback. A legitimate franchise quarterback. And listen,
we took it for granted.
Piece of advice to all young men out there. Try as hard as you can at some point in your life, in your youth, to date somebody that is conventionally and traditionally considered beautiful, because it does something to you to be with something that everybody else covets and you have. it does something to your psyche and your confidence.
I see what you're getting
experienced.
This
so
guy.
as a Ravens fan, we never had a franchise quarterback. We had Flacco.
That's true.
Flacco was cool, but Flacco never
he wasn't a real franchise.
Like he wasn't. No,
he was a starter.
We have a legitimate dog. Like every year they're talking about MVP on my team. That is an unbelievable feeling. Even if he never wins a ring, even if he never wins anything, you know how you Arsenal fans feel about Saka? He's your son?
Relax.
That's how we feel about Lamar. I don't care if he wins the Super Bowl or not. Lamar is Baltimore's son. He's my son. That's my boy. He's always going to be that dude. Shout
out to New Era 8, man.
I'm saying all this to say one thing. Josh Allen's the MVP of the league.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about that?
This is my thing. Josh Allen, he's beat up on some terrible teams. He's beat up on them and done his thing. Yeah. But when Josh Allen has also faced like the legit contenders, when he's fought against the heavyweights, he's knocked them out. He's beaten the number one team in the AFC. He's beaten the number one team in the NFC. He went toe-to-toe with the rising Rams. Yeah. Josh Allen, when he faces competition, except for the Baltimore game pretty much, when he faces the competition, he steps up. Lamar has been up on the bad teams, and he's lost some games to teams that he shouldn't have lost. The Browns and the Raiders. Yeah. Lamar, when he's faced the top dogs, hasn't stepped up. Pittsburgh has beaten him. He's lost to the Eagles. That's the top dog. Week 1, he lost to the Chiefs. That's the top dog. So when he has faced the tough competition, he hasn't delivered. The good thing is, in the next 3 weeks, he has 2 more. He has Houston, which is the AFC South leader, and he has Pittsburgh, who's the AFC North leader. So he can beat these 2 leaders. And if Josh Allen fumbles against the Patriots or one of the last 3 games, then we can say, all right, Lamar has made the case. Because statistically, you can't use that because Lamar won last season without the stats. So you can't all of a sudden switch it up. Anyway, that's my rant on the MVP. It's Josh Allen. Lamar's still my son. I love you. I think we're going to the Super Bowl. Go win it all. That's what we want. Holla at your boy.
I agree. I think Allen should be the MVP. I think if you look at it statistically, I mean, Lamar trumps. Like, Lamar's stats are dumb, like historical. But I think when you look at it for what Josh is working with, he has a less talented team than Lamar, in my opinion.
He does.
And
this year.
He's still this year, and he's still they're still winning, and he is the reason why they're winning.
And even when they lose, they compete.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, a few times, like
1 or 2 games here.
Houston and then Baltimore, they don't really compete.
How many losses do they have? 3.
3.
I didn't even think it would be that good.
The Rams, he competed. Even in the loss, the big loss, he competed. So you got to give it to him. The boy is playing out of his mind this season.
But I agree with you. I think like the last couple of games will be the decider of who edges it through. But as of now, I definitely think it's him.
Can I predict the future real quick? So I've looked at my crystal ball, and there's this team in New York that wears green. And you have a quarterback called
Roberto for my church talk.
Anyway, I'm gonna say this to you guys, if anybody's paying attention to me. So there's this old English term, and when I was young growing up in Ghana, we had this book called The First Aid. You know if you remember the First Aid? First Aid gave us all the English that we're supposed to learn as African boys.
Like old school English.
So there's this term for the first aid called confidence trickster. I don't know if you remember it.
I definitely don't.
So the confidence trickster is somebody that tricks you to believe that you can confidently get to a result, and then they snatch it from you. Yeah. Somebody, you go to the street market, they switch the cars, they take your money. That's a confidence trickster. They make you feel like something's gonna happen, and you believe that that's the only result that can happen because how else could anything else happen? And at the last minute, they snatch it from you. Back home, you know what we call confidence tricksters? We call them Yahoo boys.
Yeah!
We call them Yahoo boys.
Who's the Yahoo boy in this case, bro?
The Yahoo boy in America is called the scammer. Now,
the scammer.
Now, do you know who is scammer? Do you know why they're called Yahoo boys? Because when the internet first came to Africa, we all set up Yahoo emails. And that's how they used to email the Nigerian prince emails and everything. That's what they're called Yahoo boys. Aaron Rodgers is a Yahoo boy. He's a scammer. He's a confidence trickster. And by association, he has made Davante Adams a scammer as well. This is what Aaron Rodgers has done right now. Aaron Rodgers has played better than any Jets quarterback in the last 20 years. Whether we like it or not, winning or losing, he's played better than them. So, getting to the end of the season, you have games like last week, where he and Davante Adams went to beat up on Mac Jones, and the Jags. The Jags didn't even stop their starting quarterback. Aaron Rodgers went and beat up on them, set records. Homeboy hit 100 touchdowns or something. Balling. Now Jets fans are gonna be like, what if we get this for a full season? What if this is what we get for the whole season? and then Rodgers and Davante Adams, and then look at Wilson, and then we can get to the Super Bowl, and then we'll be great. But that is the scam. Now scam. That's the Aaron Rodgers scam.
Heavy.
Because you forget that you don't have a coach, and now that if you keep Aaron Rodgers,
how long do they have him for? Can they release him?
No, he's done after this season. It's a 2-year deal.
Oh,
so
good.
he wants to come back.
They're free of it.
They are free of him, so he wants to come back. But even if Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams will come back to the Jets, some AFC South team will try and give that magic spark one last shot, and they will.
Why AFC South, bro?
Because that's what plays like these. Plays like these quarterbacks. Let's be honest. It's either them or the West, AFC West, NFC West. They are struggling, but they don't need quarterback. Anyway. Be careful because Aaron Rodgers is coming for you.
That's a good point because the AFC South teams have quarterback cap space to take it. I doubt we would if we do.
Oh, you're a franchise guy, in my opinion. So anyway, it'll be interesting.
Titans.
It'll be interesting.
Maybe the Titans.
The Titans. But anyway. So that's my 2 cents about the NFL as it stands. Meanwhile,
speaking of that game, this guy, I wanted him in the draft, but not that I don't like Latu. But the guy that I wanted in round 1 was Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh yeah.
Brian
Thomas Jr.
Yesterday he cooked Sauce Gardner. He cooked him.
But Sauce got a pick to end the game though.
Yeah, that was like a third-string quarterback, and he still cooked him with a third-string quarterback.
Good point.
He had 10 catches for like 100 and something.
Oh, he was balling.
And like 2 tuds. Like, I think he's leading after obviously Brock Bowers was killing. But after Brock, I think he's the second leading rookie receiver in the league.
Oh, I thought it was the kid from New York, Neighbors.
Nah, it's
really? Okay.
Brian Thomas. Thing is, he's got a quiet personality for people. He's been cooking this year. The team isn't very good, but he's been cooking.
Much attention to the
Giants. I had a feeling it was gonna be good, but playoffs around the corner. How you feel? You're in there. You're in the mix.
I mean, we haven't clinched it yet, but I think we'll be there. I really think that we have a potential to make a legitimate difference this year. I think we can.
I think so. Too.
It's gonna fall on Lamar's shoulders again, like it always does, and I think this year he will break through.
I think so.
He will break through.
So.
But the thing is,
the
advantage that we have, in my opinion, is that the hottest team in the AFC, he dropped it, he fumbled it, he picked it up, and then he got no yards. Anyway, sorry. The Chargers Broncos game Thursday night football is on live right now. Third quarter just started. Anyway, we're kind of paying attention. What was I saying? So Lamar, it's gonna fall on the shoulders once again. The good thing is we match up very well against the Buffalo Bills, who I believe are the hottest team in the AFC right now. Nobody can get past them, and Baltimore knows how to play them. So that gives me hope. But we'll see. I'm excited to see.
I think
it's going to be like.
Assuming Pittsburgh,
I think the Bengals are going to make it in.
You think so?
I worry the Bengals are making.
Well, given the way Chargers are playing, it's possible. I think the Broncos make it in, but I think your seeding will probably stay the same, assuming Pittsburgh doesn't fumble. And I think you play the Texans in the first round, and I think you beat them. Texans aren't very good offensively, ironically, but their defense is playing lights out. The defense is actually playing lights out now, but offensively, I think the offensive line is so bad. That's why what's his face has hit a sophomore slump. The offensive line is really bad, but
and they lost some weapons. Diggs is out for the season. That
was big. That was big.
Nico's been in and out. That's not good. Even Dell wasn't 100% at the beginning of the season.
He
kind of came in. He
was coming back from a big injury.
I expect it. Next year they'll be better.
I agree.
What would you do if you were the GM in Chicago?
If he still has a job.
He'll have a job.
He still has a job.
He'll have a job, absolutely.
Did they just hire a new GM recently?
No, they didn't. But Ryan Post has got the talent. The coaching hasn't put it together. The talent's there.
But he's fumbled 2 coaches, right?
Yeah, but
before Eve and then Eberflus too.
Eve only got 1 year. No,
he was like, this is Eve's third. But how long has he been the GM?
About the same time.
He came with Eberflus. Okay. But there is talent. They need to fix the line.
Yes, I feel like they're destroying the. They need an offensive coach, like a legitimate offensive. I think they should. There's this rumor, like not a rumor, but like it's an idea that was kind of floating out. Mike Fleury from PFT wrote about it, and it kind of picked up steam about them trading for the San Fran coach.
Shanahan.
Just straight up give a couple of first round picks for him.
Wow.
Because he will fix that quarterback.
I agree. He immediately. Will, and the whole offense because there's a lot of talent.
Exactly. Yeah, so like it's not a bad idea, but how much is it gonna cost you?
Yeah. It's gonna be some catastrophic
it will be a bad idea for San Fran to pick that move.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
But the thing is, they have a quarterback who needs a contract. And if it feels to me like Shanahan wants a different quarterback at this point. So I don't know how that's going to work out in San Fran either.
That is going to be interesting. Like
I feel like he's kind of tapped out Purdy. I feel like Purdy has reached.
But they're hobbled this year.
They are.
I never saw Purdy as like.
I never saw. Once Ayuk went down, Purdy just kind of took
collapsed. And it was, to be fair, like. McCaffrey played like 2 games, half healthy 2 games. So he was like that thing that put everything together.
So glue, definitely.
And the funny thing is all his backups were practically hurt.
Right.
It's just one of those years for them. But I'll be shocked if they get rid of Shanahan. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. So
speaking of the upcoming games, for example, why is the NFL like putting a chokehold on the NBA for Christmas so hard?
I noticed they've got like games spread out.
Oh, they got Beyonce and Mariah Carey performing.
Yeah, I saw.
Netflix.
I saw. Yeah, I saw.
They can't compete. They're really struggling.
The revenues is night and day.
We're watching football on a Wednesday because they want to snuff out the NBA. That's cold, man. Goodell, man, you need to be a better human being.
Yeah, the owners aren't complaining.
Everybody's getting paid. So
yeah. But before we even transition to our main topics, how do you feel about the NFC?
NFC just feels like the Eagles and the NFC North. That's about it.
Yeah,
like
100%.
And the Eagles and the NFC North. The Lions are kind of
plateauing, I think.
They are hobbling to the end.
Yeah.
Their defense is decimated.
Yeah.
Offense have started losing bodies as well. They lost their running back. Yeah. Montgomery's out for the season.
Yeah.
So that's
that 1-2 punch was critical.
The thing is, I mean, I could be wrong and he could prove me wrong. But Goff is the quarterback that has always been put the weapons around and I'll perform. Take away the weapons and I can't perform.
Do it, yeah.
So now I worry that Montgomery being out, it might affect it. But he also I haven't seen him without weapons in a long time. So I can't see for sure.
He's matured.
I don't exactly. So I don't know if he can handle it just yet. Yeah. Kind of like the case in Atlanta with Penix. Like that is a very strange move to me. Do you know why? Wow. Because they're still in the playoff race. Yeah. And they switched a 4-year signed quarterback deal for a rookie.
Yeah.
What did they see in training camp? What did they see in practice? What does he give? If he comes and he's bad, now you have two problems on your hand. You have 2 quarterbacks that are not performing well.
Yeah.
Then what do you do at that point? Because you're in a playoff race. Yeah. You're not just like fans want you to compete for the playoffs. They don't want you to say, "Oh, we're looking to 2025."
That's true.
So what do you do with that? Raheem Morris, I don't think they should have started a rookie.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it's true, but they were winning, barely winning, but they were winning with Cousins.
No, they kind of stopped winning. That's the problem.
They won the last game, which was why I was shocked. But
they hadn't won in a while. He played horrible. He went to a stretch of 3 games, no touchdowns and 6 picks. Terrible.
The offense was stagnant. The thing is, there's talent there, so that's why
they have a top 10 wide receiver, a top 10 tight end, a top 10 running back, a top 10 quarterback in the rookie. You have everything you need on offense. You should be better. But it's karma because remember when Lamar Jackson was like, trade me? And Atlanta came and said, we don't need you. We are all right. Now look at you.
They even tested the waters. They were pushing hard for
they disrespected my
man. Deshaun Watson.
I remember. But hey, man, it's all good.
But I agree with you. I think it's the NFC.
It's the NFC North and Philly, man. Nobody else is really.
Big up
the Rams are on the low though.
I said it. I called it. They're good. They're a good team. If it's provided they're healthy, they're a good team.
Absolutely.
Vikings are starting to heat up.
Oh no, they've been hot for a bit. The Vikings have won like what, 8 in a row, 7 in a row, something like that. The Vikings have been hot for a bit. So, they're just on the low.
Yeah, because Detroit has been so loud.
Exactly.
But they're like in a 3-way tie for the best record. It's them,
it's them, Detroit, Eagles, and the Eagles.
Yeah. So
because Detroit they got nicknames, Tails and Knuckles. What was it again? Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles. They got nicknames, so they're sexy. They wear their Honolulu blue. Yeah. They look cute.
Gibbs and what's his face, right?
Jameer and Montgomery. Now Knuckles or Tails, I don't know which is which, but one of them's out.
I know.
It's gonna be interesting to see the least.
It'll be interesting to see. But shout out to the Vikings because the GM is from Ghana.
Yeah.
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. He's doing a great job with them.
Kevin O'Connell has been unbelievable.
He
was back up with his Jets.
You remember?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell's been good, man.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I'm actually looking forward to the NFC playoffs. Actually, both, because I can't really call it. Like the NFC, their good teams have separated from everybody else. But they're all kind of close. Yeah. So they'll tear each other apart. Whereas the AFC is more close. Everything is kind of close.
But I said earlier, whoever wins the Super Bowl this year is going to
be earned.
Very much earned. It's not going to be any easy games, because everybody's scratching and clawing at the end. Man.
Absolutely.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited for this.
Same here. The league is getting real interesting as we get to the important part, the business side of the schedule. So,
but December football, baby.
Yeah. The weather is nice and wintry. Mm-hmm. Now the real boys come on ball. So let's see. Anyway, on to our next phase of this podcast. Let's talk about. I guess we'll first start talking about some of the African players that have been playing well since we last met. Mm-hmm. I have a few names. On offense, quiet as kept. The sorry Carolina Panthers have a little gem there. Mm-hmm. I know they didn't intend for him to be the starter as the running back this year, but Chuba Hubbard has been balling this year.
Been balling.
He has the 7th highest rushing yards in the league. So
that's impressive.
1,000.
He's already hit 1,000 yards.
Yeah, 1,043. Wow. He's been balling.
This is second year or something, right? Is this third year?
He's from Nigeria.
Chuba's from Nigeria?
His pops from Nigeria. No, it's either his pops or his mom. One of them is from Nigeria. So he has 8 touchdowns, which is tied for 6th in the league for a lot of people. 8 rushing touchdowns. A lot of people in the league.
A quick side note. So is it funny how last week, for the first time in like 2 years, the Panthers were the favorites to win the game and they got blown out?
Yes.
Anyway, back to Chuba. I just thought it was hilarious that for once we're like, we're the favorites and the Cowboys are like pish posh.
He's one of the bright spots in the team.
Yeah.
And they unleashed the rookie wide receiver Coker or whatever his name is, or Joe. He had a great game this week. So he has 4 receiving touchdowns, 141 receiving yards. They had drafted Brooks from Texas, the Longhorns. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be the starter, but he was on IR mostly. Yeah. So he just came out of IR, but Chuba has been playing well, so well that they just kind of, they use him sparingly for passing situations. Right. Chuba has been one of the offensive. He's like the offensive guy on their team. So shout out to him. And we move to the defensive side. Actually, no. I'll stick to the offense. There's one more player in the offensive side that has been playing well. Mm-hmm. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
So he has been money for
best slot receiver this year.
He's been so reliable for Gino.
Making
unbelievable catches, man.
Absolutely.
He made a catch and got hit last weekend. I was like, "Whoa, this boy's tough."
Yeah,
he doesn't look tough.
No, exactly. He looks like a little. But
he
is having statistically the best slot. Receiving
JSN was
repertoire this year. Yeah.
Like he's made this guy like Lockett is not really relevant.
Yeah, exactly. He's basically now the go-to guy.
Yeah, he's taking his job.
This guy still takes the double teams. What's his face?
The
big guy.
Yeah, Metcalf takes the double teams, obviously, but that opens up a JSN.
Exactly. So he has 863.
He's doing the
top amongst slot receivers. Nation Sierra Leone. So shout out to him.
Salom boy.
Yeah, shout out to him. And we'll transition to the defense. Your guy Odafe.
He has
20 QB hits.
Oh yeah, he's been active.
He's one of the top. Active. He's only 9 hits off I think it's TJ Watt who has the most QB hits.
Wow,
he has 29, and he has 8 sacks, which is not the greatest, but it's solid.
It's better than at this rate. He's going at a faster rate than he has in most seasons. So it's impressive. So we picked up his 5th-year option. So
he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Nigeria, by the way.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Super Eagles.
Like my man saw in Ghana.
Anyway.
But yeah, so shout out to Odafe Wari. Odafe Owe for the Ravens. I mentioned this guy last week. Or last time we met. Yaya Diaby for
they just sacked Herbert on first down. Like, come on. First down?
Yaya Diaby.
Anyway.
What's the score? Still the score?
24-13.
Oh, wow.
Not a lot going on.
Yeah. Yaya Diaby for the Buccaneers. I think he's from Senegal.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the alarming stats, per se. But when you watch his tape,
that boy's strong.
Bruh,
He
actually has he's in the top 10 in generated pass rush percentage. So each time he rushes the passer, he has the 9th best percent of getting to the quarterback, which is in the top 10. I think he's tied with somebody else. But then the big dogs,
how many sacks does he have this season?
Only 2. So he's there. He's getting there, but he's not actually making a sack. So he one day he would just explode.
Pushing them to somebody else's side, somebody else making a sacks.
One day he would just explode. And he would just explode. Maybe next year.
But he's that's a man. He reminds me of Nicholas Kiwanuka. Was it Nicholas?
Matthias Kiwanuka. Yeah.
Just guns.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan type.
He's like he's engine. He's always on the move. Really, really good player, up and coming. So that's what I have so far for this week's pod as far as the players doing well.
Dafe is definitely been balling. His birthday was like a week or 2 ago. I forget which one it was. I think it was when we played the Giants. I think that might have been his birthday. He had like 2.5 sacks.
Yeah. How old is he? 24, 25?
24, 25, something like that. I forget.
So the best is yet to come from him.
Oh yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
I hope he gets an extension and everything.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
So today, the last segment of our program, we're gonna highlight a historical African player that has had a positive impact in the league, and talk about him a little, just kind of give him some shine. And today we're gonna talk about Tambahali from the Kansas City Chiefs. Sadly, Tambahali's career was with the Chiefs when they were, just participants. They weren't really.
They were on the come up.
They were coming.
They were in the playoffs, but they were.
They weren't. Nobody picked them to win Super Bowls and all that.
Exactly.
But Tambahali was there. He had 9.5 sacks in his career. He was there for 12 years, I believe. He made 6 Pro Bowls, 2 second-team All-Pros. Very, very respected guy in Kansas City. They recently put him in the Ring of Honor.
Oh, really?
The Ring of
Honor.
They had a primetime game like a month ago.
Okay.
I know it was before I went to Ghana. And then they put him in the Ring of Honor. He went and beat that drum and everything. His hair's gone down, but he has like dreads in the back. It's weird.
I gotta Google this.
He's bald, but he's got like 3 dreads in the back.
I gotta Google this.
Shout out to Tambahali.
He was a problem.
He was actually born in Liberia. November 3rd, 1983, in a village called Banga. I'm serious. Banga, Liberia. He moved to America when he was 10 during the Civil War.
Okay.
He went to high school in Jersey. He went to Penn State. He was a first-round draft pick, actually.
Yeah, I do remember.
I'm not sure if the Ring of Honor automatically means that Jersey gets retired.
No, it doesn't.
But he's in the Ring of Honor in KC. Played his entire career in KC as well. Yeah, so all 89.5 sacks
was there
in KC. He's got Brady. He's got everybody. He's done it all. But Tambahali, great career.
Yeah.
We highlight you. We salute you for your contributions towards the African community in the NFL. We give you your flowers today.
I think he even like had double-digit sacks at least 3-4 times.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. For 12 years, 89 sacks. I'm sure there must be.
I think his best season, he had like almost 15 sacks. He was up. Him and Justin Houston were killer combo.
Yeah,
I remember those days. They just, like you said, the team was just playoff was just lukewarm.
Quite there.
Yeah, it was just
that was the Jamal, what's his name?
Charles
era.
Yeah,
that was like their offense.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and I think it was him and Gonzalez, and then they traded Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Was he traded? I thought it was a free agent. Was he traded?
I think. Was it? They let him go? That would have been crazy. He was like the best. Point. Yeah, anyway. You might be right. I'm not sure, but he ended up in Atlanta.
Yeah,
and still didn't win, but he made it to I think he made it to the Super Bowl, and then they choked that 28-3. Was he on that team? I feel like he was on that team.
Gonzalez, no.
Oh, he had left before that.
He'd been gone.
Oh, okay. He was there when Matt Ryan had the MVP year.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I think he was there for the MVP year.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah, as we wind down, I have some announcements to make. This Sunday, December 22nd, once again, NFL Africa is hosting a flag football skills and drills camp. It starts at 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Once again, NFL Africa, by the way of the Eagles, who has chosen Ghana to be their home nation in Africa. It's going to be at the Ghana AstroTurf.
Oh, I know where that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know where that is. I actually swung by there and shot a video. I sent it to you on the side.
Oh, you were there. Turf. Oh, yeah. That was there.
That was there.
Oh, okay. That's where it's. Oh yeah, I remember that video.
It's live. They got speakers. They play music. The kids, little kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Thanks for giving me some context. I remember the video you sent there. Yeah. So yeah, 200 kids are scheduled to participate. 100 adults are scheduled to participate in this flag football. And then there's supposed to be 100 to 200 guests. So if you guys are interested and you're in Ghana, make your way out there this Sunday, 9:30. 30 December is going down. So by our next segment, which will be sometime next month, I should have footage and highlights for you, so you can check that out. But other than that, happy holidays. Yeah.
Happy holidays. It's a wrap. Enjoy your trip to Ghana.
Thank you, bro.
It's been great once again.
For sure. As always.
365 Banter Bros. We're out.